Okay, so we are supposed to work with these 6 factors, that is density, degree, reciprocity, transitivity, centralization, and clustering. So let me explain everything in detail to you. Suppose this is the graph. This is node A. This is node B. This is node C. And this is node D. Now I will draw a graph like this. A is connected with B, B is connected with C, C is connected with D, and D is connected with A. Okay, further I will draw the directions like this. This will be like this. Okay, this will be like this, and this will be like this. Means what will happen over here? The A is connected with B, but the direction is from B to A. Okay, then B is connected with C, means the direction is from B to C as well as C to B, and C is connected with D, but direction is towards D, and D is connected with A, but the direction is towards D. Now, let us start with a normal graph. Let me draw another graph here. Same graph, A, B, C, and D. We are supposed to work with all these kind of graphs. So let's start with this. A is connected with B, B is connected with C, C is connected with D, and D is connected with A. But we don't have the direction over here. So this will be graph 1 and this will be graph 2. Now let us explain the things in detail so you will get the idea. So first is the density. So let me define the density. How to define the density of a graph? The density of a graph is defined as it is the ratio of number of edges with respect to number of maximum possible edges. Okay, it is defined as the ratio of number of edges with respect to number of possible edges. Now let us focus the graph number 2. Okay, let us focus the graph number 2. Now here, so number of edges towards the A is equal to 2. Number of possible edges will be 3 because there might be edge between C and A, but we don't have that edge. So number of possible edge and actual edge is equal to 2. Number of possible edge is equal to 3. So density will be how much? 2 divided by 3, that is something 0.6. So 0.6 is the density for node A. Now, say in the same way, you can calculate the density for node B. Now, let me delete one edge. Let me delete this edge, and let me delete this edge also. Now, let me calculate the density for B. Now, the actual edge for node B is equal to 1 and the possible number of edges is equal to 3. So the ratio will be 1 divided by 3, that is 0.3. Okay, so in this way you are going to calculate the density. So any query while calculating density? Any query? Fine. Now let us focus on the reciprocity. So for understanding the reciprocity, we are supposed to move to graph number 1, that is this graph. Now how to work? Just see here, A and B are connected to each other, but the direction is towards A. So we can travel from B to A, but we cannot travel from A to B. Okay, so we don't have the reciprocity over here. But in this case, between B and C, we have a direction from B to C as well as C to B. So in this case, we can travel from B to C as well as C to B. Therefore, we have a reciprocity between B and C. So this is the concept of reciprocity. The third concept is transitivity. How to calculate transitivity? For understanding transitivity, let us focus on graph number 2. So A is connected with B and B is connected with C. So indirectly, A is connected with C. Okay, we do not have direct edge between A and C, but A is connected with C. Therefore, we can say that there is a transitivity between A and C. We know about the degree, the number of edges toward actual that particular variable. The next thing is the centralization and the clustering. So for this purpose, we require the bigger graph. Now, what is the meaning of centralization and the clustering? We can make the number of groups together who are of similar things. Means, for example, now I will erase all these things because we don't require this now. Suppose these are some variables. Okay, I'm drawing it with some different color. Okay, now let us consider that these are the students from Gupte College. Okay, the blue one are students from computer science, the green one are students from physics, the blue one are the students from chemistry, and the red one are the students from the biology. Now, while understanding all this concept, what is the clustering? You are going to make the groups of the similar kind of people. Now, people who are from MSc Computer Science, they have the common subject, that is MSc Computer Science. Therefore, we can make the group of those people and they are referred as a cluster. And there will be one person who will work as a centroid. It is referred as a centralization. Okay, means whenever you are taking the entire data, without taking that particular entire data, you can have that particular tuple. And therefore, it is referred as a centralization. So this is the concept of the clustering as well as centralization. So any query in these concepts? Any query in these subjects? So we can shift to the practical. Okay, so let us move to the practical. Okay, so let me define a new file, R script, and let me import first our library, that is library iGraph. Okay, now I want to draw a graph. So I will simply do G graph dot formula. I will define anything randomly, or that question will be given in your question paper. Now I'm defining it randomly. 2 is connected with 3. 2 is connected with 4. 3 is connected with 5. 4 is connected with 5. 4 is connected with 6. 4 is connected with 7. 5 is connected with 6. And 6 is connected with 7. Okay, I will plot this graph. This is your graph. Okay, now the first thing is that you want to calculate the density. Okay, so for that purpose, we need to count the number of edges and the vertices. So V count of G will give you vertices. Vertices. So we have 7 vertices. Fine. Edge count. We have 10 edges, and the density is calculated by the function. We have a ready-made function. You don't have to do anything. Density of G okay, it's not taking that function. So let me calculate it manually. So it will be calculated like this. E count of G is divided by V count of G into V count of G minus 1. And let me run this. This is the actual density of actual graph. Okay, and that formula is given into the book. Therefore, we have applied this formula. But if you want to calculate the individual density, then you can calculate by calculating actual things. So this is about the density. Degree, we know how to calculate degree. So degree of G is used to calculate the degree. Fine. Now, we need to calculate the reciprocity. So for reciprocity, we have to define a new graph. So let me define DG graph dot formula 1 minus plus 2, 2 minus plus 3, and there will be 1 plus 3. Okay, let me plot this graph. Fine, there are edges between 1 and 3. Now how to calculate the reciprocity? Reciprocity. So it is calculated approximately, and by calculating the mean, therefore it will be in some integer value. That will be some integer value. It is 0.5. Okay, so the reciprocity of DG is equal to 0.5. Then the transitivity. How to calculate transitivity? We have to define one more graph. Let me define one more graph. That is kite. Kite is equal to graph dot formula and define it by something like a crack hard T underscore kite. Let me check whether it is available or not. Yes, it is available. Fine. So this is the graph name. So you are supposed to write that name, and you are supposed to remember that name. That will be given into the question paper. So you are supposed to use that particular graph. So now we are using this graph. Now we want to calculate the attributes. So how to calculate attributes? Attribute is a variable. Adjacent triangles, right? Okay, let me run this. and type attribute over here. So you will get the, well, now it's 0. So let me check further. Now we want to plot that kite, plot kite, comma, vertex dot label is equal to attribute. Let me check whether this is taking or not. Fine. So that is a 0. Fine. Let me plot the entire kite graph and let me check. So this is the actual one node graph. It's taken as a one node graph. Now let me go ahead and calculate the transitivity of that particular graph. Transitivity kite type is equal to local. So it's a nil. So we're not getting any transitivity. So now we will change this. Instead of kite, what we will do, we will take our DG graph and we will check for it. We'll go for it. We are getting the transitivity for the DG graph. We're not getting this transitivity because it might not have been installed properly. But we are going to get the transitivity for the DG graph like this. So if it is not given and if it is not coming as an answer, you're supposed to ask your examiner whether it is installed or not, and with his permission or with her permission, you can shift to the another graph. Like what I have done now, I have shifted to DG instead of working with the kite. Okay, so transitivity function is working, and the transitivity, we are getting transitivity like this. Now just see here, 1 is connected with 2 and 2 is connected with 3. Therefore, the transitivity between 1 and 3 is equal to 1. And the rest is 0 point is 0 point. This is a formula and a straightforward formula that we are supposed to work. Now for centralization and for clustering, we are supposed to use a large data. So what I will do, I will refer the last practical and I will copy and I will import the graph from this dataset file. So nodes will be imported by nodes.csv and the edges will be imported by edges.csv file. I'm going to plot the graph. So let me plot this graph and let me check. So this is the graph. Okay. Now, what I have supposed to do, I have to calculate the centralization degree. So I will do a centralization dot degree into the bracket. I need to pass the graph variable. Then I want to work with invert node. So I will pass mode in, and the normalize is equal to true. So let me check the output. So just see here, you're going to get all number of inverse nodes. So the first is having 5 invert nodes, the second is having 3 invert nodes, third is having 6 invert nodes, and so on. Okay. Now I want to calculate the closeness. So the closeness is calculated by closeness function. Net. It is directed graph, so it should be like this. Directed is equal to true. And the weight we don't have the weight, so we will set that NA. Let me calculate. It's giving the error. What's the error? Okay, fine. It might be a different function like this. Okay, let me check this function, closeness, comma. So net, comma, V of net comma, okay, then mode and weights. Mode, weights, and normal. Fine. So the mode is equal to in, weight are equal to not available, and what was the last one? Let me check again. Normalized is equal to true. Okay, now let me check. Okay, so we are getting the closeness now. Fine. Now you want to calculate the centralization, the actual output. So the centralization dot closeness would pass your graph. Mode is equal to now all, and normalized is equal to true, sorry. So now here you're going to get the centralization variables and the values. Now the next point is the betweenness, net, comma, directed, true, and weights we don't have, so we will say that not available. So you're going to get the betweenness. And the last one is for the cluster, the edges dot betweenness, net, comma, directed graph, weights not available. In this way, you're going to get the edges. Now we'll see about the cluster. No, we cannot calculate the cluster as of now, but we'll see it later. Okay, so this is about all about your practical number 3. What you're supposed to do, you're supposed to calculate the density, you're supposed to calculate the degree, you're supposed to calculate the reciprocity, you're supposed to calculate transitivity, and you're supposed to calculate the centralization, and finally you're supposed to work with the clustering. So first you're supposed to draw a graph and you're supposed to calculate the density. So you're going to get the density with this function and it is written into the book. Then you're going to calculate the degree with degree of g. Then to calculate reciprocity, you're supposed to define a new graph like a directed graph, and the reciprocity is calculated with function reciprocity. Then there will be one graph given as an example. Here the graph name is like this one. And you're supposed to plot their graph and display the transitivity. But if you're not getting, you can use the previous graph. Then the main thing is centralization. So for that, you require the large amount of data. So here I'm taking the data from the CSV file, and I'm going to calculate the centralization degree where the modes are inverse. I'm going to calculate the closeness with invert nodes. Then the centralization closeness will be calculated like this. Then the edges betweenness will be calculated. Edges betweenness means which edges are similar. Now just see here how to calculate the edge betweenness that I will show over here. These are 4 nodes, and this is node 1, node 2, node 3, node 4. So you can say that 2 is a node, and from 1 there is an edge coming from 1, there is an edge coming from 3. So you can make a cluster of 1 and 3. Based on that, there are the outwards edges which are going towards the 2. Therefore, you can make the cluster for 1 and 3. So in this way, you are going to make the cluster just like a social networking analysis. 2 is a person, 1 is a person, and 3 is a person, and 2 is a friend with 1, 2 is a friend with 3. So one can just look 3 as a mutual friend of 2, as well as 3 can look at 1 as a mutual friend of 2. Just like a Facebook concept, you're going to work over here to calculate the centralization and the clustering. The Facebook is also going to receive and send the request according to that. If you are sending this request to the unknown person having no mutual friends, then you are going to get the blocked. You can send a request only those person who are mutual friend to you, and the degrees are calculated according to that, and you are going to get the output. So this is the actual working of practical number 3. If you have any query, please ask. If you have any query, please ask. Okay, I will upload a video on YouTube, so you will get the idea. So fill the attendance. Okay. And so if you have any query, please ask. Otherwise, we will stop over here. So any query? If you don't have any query, you can leave the meeting. Regarding the project, this I also make the study. So I need some time, 2 or 3 days. So we can discuss on Friday regarding to the project. Okay. So if you don't have any query regarding the practical, you can leave the meeting.